The best way to meditate is to just sit down and be aware for 20 minutes. This gives you good practice on the kind of state of mind that you want to have throughout your day. So you can battle off worries, aversions, attachment, various kind of addictions. However, for someone who has never meditated before, 20 minutes of sitting down, just becoming aware, would be extremely difficult thing to do and it take a lot of mental discipline, and that isn't how I learned to meditate. So what I propose for people who have never meditated before is to just take 5 minutes every day. And the best time I think to meditate is to just after you wake up, or after a shower, or after you get dressed. Other times which are good for meditation is actually the time you think you don't have time to meditate. So I'm just proposing 5 minutes. So the easiest way to meditate is to just watch your breath. But before you watch your breath, you have to sit down in a comfortable place. I'm used to meditating in a noisy environment. Most people aren't, so maybe somewhere that isn't noisy might be better for you. Somewhere you can sit comfortably. We start off breathing by placing one hand on your chest, one hand on your stomach. And while you're breathing, make sure that it's your stomach which is moving forwards and backwards, and your chest doesn't move. So while you're meditating, focus your awareness of your breath, going in through your nose, down through your pipe, and as your lungs expand, make sure that it's moving your stomach and not your chest. So just do this action over and over again for 5 minutes, just breathing with your stomach. And every time your thought wanders onto something else, just return your attention back to your breath. So since it's very likely that you will be thinking about something, we don't consider it a failure in meditation if you think of things. What you're doing is practicing becoming aware, as opposed to being aware continuously for 5 minutes. Well, we want you to be aware for 5 minutes straight. But it may not be possible, so instead practice becoming aware. So find a comfortable place to sit down. Be it sit down in a chair, a stool, cross-legged, or even lying down on the bed. Make sure that you're breathing with your stomach, and watch your breath go in and out. Anytime a thought appears, return your focus to your breath. And after you get into the habit of doing it 5 minutes a day, maybe after a week or two, you can move on to doing it for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. 40 minutes is a very long time to practice meditating. There are people who practiced 12 hours a day, but we're not monks. If you're watching this video, the chance of being a monk is pretty slim. Meditating for longer than 40 minutes a day is not recommended, for the practical reason that will hurt your legs and your back. But anyway, so just meditate for 5 minutes a day, breathing with your stomach, paying attention, becoming aware of your breath. Every time a thought comes into your head, return your attention